बायोजोन एकेडमी। आई होप कि आप सभी का प्रिपरेशन बहुत अच्छे तरीके से चल रहा है। ये लेट्स प्रैक्टिस बॉटनी का पार्ट 2 है, तो प्रैक्टिस करते रहिए मेरे साथ एंड बूस्ट योर कॉन्फिडेंस टू द नेक्स्ट लेवल। Let's start. First question is unequivocal proof that DNA is the genetic material was first proposed by Avery, MacLeod and McCarthy, Wilkins and Franklin, Frederick Griffith. Fourth option is Alfred Hershey or Martha Cheese. So the correct option is Alfred Hershey and Martha Cheese. Next, the thickness of ozone in a column of air in the atmosphere is measured in the terms of decimeter, kilobase, Dapson unit or decibels. So the correct answer is Dapson unit. Next, the process of appearance of recombination nodules occurs at which substage of the prophase 1 in meiosis? The process of appearance of recombination nodules occurs at which substage of the prophase 1 in the meiosis? The options are diplotin, diakinesis, zygotin, and the fourth one is pakitin. So the correct option is pakitin. Next, given below are two statements. Statement 1, endark and exarch are the terms often used for describing the position of secondary xylem in the plant body. Statement 2, exarch condition is the most common feature of the root system. In the light of the above statements, choose the correct answer from the option given below. So the statement 1 is the correct, but the statement 2 is false. Statement 1 is incorrect, but statement 2 is true. Both statement 1 and 2 is true, and both statement 1 and statement 2 are false. So the correct option is statement 1 is incorrect, but statement 2 is correct. Next, frequency of recombination between the gene pairs on the same chromosome as a measure of distance between the genes to map their position on the chromosome was used for the first time by Alfred Sturtevant, Henkin, Thomas Hunt Morgan, Sutton and Boveri. And the correct option is Alfred Sturtevant. The next question is, in gene gun method used to introduce alien DNA into the host cell, microparticle of dash metal are used. So the options are tungsten or gold, silver, copper or zinc. The correct option is tungsten or gold. Next, cellulose does not form blue color with the iodine because the options are 1. It does not contain complex helix and hence cannot hold the iodine molecule. Second option, it breaks down when iodine reacts with it. Third, it is the disaccharide molecule, and the fourth, it is the helical molecule. So the correct option is option number 1. It does not contain complex helixes or hence cannot hold the iodine molecule. Next question. During the purification process of recombinant DNA technology, addition of chilled ethanol precipitate out what? So the options are histones, polysaccharides, RNA and the DNA. Correct option is DNA. Next, how many ATP and NADPH are required for the synthesis of one molecule of glucose during the Kelvin cycle? How many ATP and NADPH molecules are needed for one molecule of glucose synthesis during the Kelvin cycle? The options are 12 ATP, 16 NADPH2. Option 2, 18 ATP, 16 NADPH2. Option 3, 12 ATP, 12 NADPH2. And the option 4, 18 ATP and 12 NADPH2. So the correct answer is option 4, 18 ATP and 12 NADPH2. Next question. Identify the correct statement. Lenticels are the lens-shaped opening permitting the exchange of gases. Bark formed early in the season is called hard bark. Bark is a technical term that refers to the all tissues exterior to the vascular cambium. Bark refers to the periderm and secondary phloem. Phelogen is single layered thickness, and among 5 statements, choose the correct answer from the option given below. So the option 1 is A, B and B only. Option 2, B and C only. Option 3, B, C and E only. Option 4, A, D only. And the correct option is A and D only. A, lenticels are lens-shaped opening permitting the gaseous exchange. And the D, the bulk refers to the periderm and secondary phloem. Next question. Which of the following combination is required for the chemiosmosis? First, proton pump, electron gradient, ATP synthase. 2. Proton pump, electron gradient, NADP synthase. Option 3. Membrane, proton pump, proton gradient, ATP synthase. Fourth, membrane, proton pump, proton gradient, NADP synthase. So the correct option is membrane, proton pump, proton gradient and ATP synthase. Next question. Next question. Main steps in the formation of recombinant DNA are given below. Arrange these steps in a correct sequence. The first statement is insertion of recombinant DNA into the host cell. B. Cutting of DNA at the specific location by the restriction enzyme. C. Isolation of desired DNA fragment. D. Amplification of gene of interest using the PCR. So the correct option is B, C, D, A. First option should be cutting the DNA at the specific location by restriction enzyme, isolation of the desired DNA fragment, amplification of the gene of interest using PCR, and the last one is insertion of recombinant DNA into the host cell. Next, malonate inhibits the growth of pathogenic bacteria by inhibiting the activity of what? The first option is lipase, second option is dinitrogenase, third option is succinase dehydrogenase, and the fourth is amylase. So the correct option is succinic dehydrogenase. Next, how many different proteins does the ribosome consist of? The options are 40, 20, 80 and 60. And the correct option is 80. Next, which one of the following techniques does not serve the purpose of early diagnosis of a disease for its early treatment? Which one of the following technique does not serve the purpose of early diagnosis of a disease for its early treatment? Option number 1, polymerase chain reaction PCR technique. Option 2, enzyme linked immunosorbent assay ELISA technique. Option 3, recombinant DNA technology. And the fourth, serum urine analysis.